Welcome all of you, the viewers of Poland Daily Culture. Have you ever danced Polonaise? A very traditional Polish dance. If you ever finished A levels in Poland, then definitely you had, but it might not be the case. With us in the studio is Marianna, Laudy. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for inviting me. Hello.
And you are something called a debutante, or a member of debutantki, a group, which are a group of young girls who are sort of entering the society, but also in the same way surrounded by next to the Wilanów Palace, trying to promote Polish culture and charity in the society. Which is a difficult challenge after all, because we all, it's not always easy to make people to donate things, especially for culture. But we have a very special year right now, because there's a year when Polish traditional dance, march dance, Polonaise, will be signed up to something called UNESCO list. First of all, what is UNESCO list, and why is it important?
Well, it is important for many factors, mostly because the list of UNESCO list of cultural intangible heritage is quite important to write down the history of Polonaise.
And also it is, I would say, discovered and seen in the world as an intangible heritage of the humanity.
Yes.
So something extremely important,
It
sort
is.
of as the pyramids or many other things which are, I would say, we want them to survive for our for future generations. So the same thing, we want to survive the Polonaise dance, also the ability to dance it for the future generations.
Yes, absolutely. Polonaise is very important for Polish culture. It was created in the 16th century. However, it developed through years because it's called a walking dance. It's a funny thing because Polonaise, one might think it's one of the easiest dances to dance. However, it can be quite tricky, and it is very important because it's very significant for Polish culture, mostly because it's danced at celebrations, like large celebrations, like weddings and galas and balls, and very often proms. Its simplicity creates accessibility.
That's the very thing, the other one. So you don't need a lot of skills to dance in order to be part of this march, be part of this chain of people who are a couple after couple dancing the Polonaise. But it was also picturized in one of the most important Polish piece of art. And this is, of course, Pan Tadeusz. So at the very end, Pan Tadeusz.
Yes, all the actors, all the persons involved in the story are dancing Polonaise. And even though the name Polonaise comes from French language, in English at least, it was called a Polish dance most of the time. It was for many years. It was a walking dance, but also a Polish dance. So it's a remarkable statement in Polish history.
And something I would say unique, because it goes out to 1573, which is the coronation of Henry Anjou, a Frenchman, a French prince who became the king of Poland. It was danced then. And then between the 17th and 19th century was the ceremonial dance opening most of the important occasions in Polish culture. And right now, I would say most of us dance it at least once in our life, and this is the prom.
Absolutely, yes.
But you as debutantki, the challenge is a little bit bigger, because in front of you and in front of all the debutantes in the group, there is the perspective of a big ball.
Yes.
Either one in Warsaw or one in Vienna, but at least one Polonaise is in it, and definitely more difficult than just the one from the prom. A little bit more walking.
A little bit more walking, yes, exactly. Polonaise, even though it's a walking dance, as I said, it can be quite tricky. It involves many hand movements, and it's funny when you dance it. It's not only walking. You have to do a little curtsy, a little dig to the rhythm, and for some it can be difficult to do a curtsy at a proper moment. So
yeah, so you have the whole group doing it at the same time, and suddenly the other one.
yes, it's only one curtsy at a moment that is not quite proper, and but it's remarkable to dance Polonaise, to be honest. I remember dancing it at the end of middle school and even primary school and high school and at the weddings, and it's wonderful because because it's a walking dance. It feels like you're entering a new era of your life.
That's a very, very good punchline for this episode, and we will take you and talk more about the Polonaise and wonderful initiative of Debiutantki in the next episode. And again, thank you very much for watching our show.